If you're a teenager tired of staying inside of the exact same loop of school, scrolling and procrastination, this video was exactly made for you. So let's get right into it. I'm a student just like you. I commute, I go to the gym, I go to school, I study, but the thing is, I live really far from my school, so I've learned to manage my time and my energy effectively. In this video, I'll break down exactly how you can do that, how you can become the best version of yourself and the version of yourself who has the most time and the most energy in the world. So let's start with a few simple steps. So I'll show you how I built my systems to win my day. Because here's the reality, no one's coming to fix your habits. No one's coming to build your future for you. Most teens waste their years, and I decided I won't. But the choice comes with a cost, a huge cost. And dealing with waking up at 5 a.m. every day, managing the long commutes, fitting in the workouts, and staying focused even when I'm exhausted is incredibly difficult. That's exactly how I learned to manage my time and my energy effectively. It's momentum. I'm not the most disciplined person, I just have momentum. Think about a plane. When the plane is taking off, it needs all the energy that it can gather for it to leave the ground. But once it's left the ground and it's in the air at the cruising altitude, it doesn't need a whole lot of energy and a whole lot of fuel anymore. It just needs the same momentum that it used to take off. You can implement this exact same principle in your life. The system that I built is basically in 3 parts. Number 1, I structure my day. I use TimeToon, it's an app. I already made a video about it, or I mentioned it inside the video. By the way, this is not sponsored, as you can see, because I have 64 subscribers, so I won't get a sponsor. I use TimeToon to plan my day hour by hour. I don't always stick to it perfectly, but it at least gives me an idea of what I should be doing. So basically, here's my phone, and this is the widget of the app. And if we go inside, we can see that I woke up at 5 a.m. I had a deep work session of 1 hour. Then I was at home. This is basically when I was having breakfast and stuff. Then at 6:30 I began commuting to school. Then at 8 I reached school. So it was 1 hour and 30 minutes. After that I spent 6 hours and 30 minutes inside school from 8 to 2:30 p.m. Then I spent time with my girl from after school until 3:40 p.m. Then I went home, I ate, I had coffee, which I put 30 minutes because I also had a rest. 15 minutes internet was ChatGPT, and I used it to train my AI. After that, I'm currently content filming, which has 2 hours and 30 minutes because, yeah, I just put 2 hours and 30 minutes because after that I'll have lunch. It's part of my, dinner, I'll have dinner. It's part of my night routine, just something light. So yeah, my night routine is basically shower and stuff, and then I'll go to sleep at 10 p.m. and I haven't scheduled my day because it's also part of my night routine. So this is basically what the app looks like. And we can also make like templates. For example, I have the days of the week. For example, Fridays looks like this, and today is a Friday, that's why I showed Friday. Now that you understand TimeToon, it's time for you to install it. I help the first 5 people construct their day, who write an email to me. I help them construct their day for free and to improve their lives. Number 2 of the system is focus blocks, which means I do deep work every morning in the early mornings when my brain is the freshest. Even if I only get 1 hour, that 1 hour of work will be the most valuable hour of work I can get throughout the day, because it basically means that I get about 3 hours of half working because I'm 100% focused without distractions on working. So yeah, and then number 3 is basically to reduce overthinking, obviously. I use Notion to track weekly goals, which is kind of a note-taking app or a note-taking website, but instead of a normal notes, it has AI built into it, and yeah, I think you already know it. If not, I'll make a video about it. I batch tasks and I don't waste time deciding what to do next because I already have a plan. Like I said, the biggest enemies are distraction, burnout, and overthinking. So let's break down these 3 things. Distraction, number 1. If your phone is near you while you're working, you've already lost. And if your phone's not on airplane mode while you're working, it's even worse. My phone is on the other side of the room over there. I just walk to it to show you the time to have. I do this for a very important reason: to not get distracted by notifications and by just random thoughts that pop up inside of my head. My focus block is in the morning and when I do work sessions, obviously. That's a phone-free period of time. So from 5 a.m. to 6:30, I don't use my phone at all. I only start using my phone when I get on the train. The key is not to be off your phone always, but to set times when you're off the phone and you don't use it at all. So that brings me on to number 2, overthinking. I used to spend more time planning and thinking than actually doing, which is a horrible mistake. I can't stress enough how much overthinking everybody does during their day-to-day lives. Thinking about the perfect system or the perfect routine or the perfect whatever. But perfection is a trap. No, nothing's perfect. I lied. Now, I plan once, I execute, and even if it's not perfect, I stick to the plan. Then I adjust for next day. And that brings me on to number 3, which is burnout. Burnouts happen. I don't work 10 hours a day, let's be honest. I'm not a robot. I work 3 hours max because I have school and I have these kind of stuff. But I try to balance my life to work more than the average person my age and to work more than 0 minutes per day. Is quite achievable. I take walks, I stretch at the gym between sets, and I give myself proper sleep to avoid burnout. I just put the gym in there because it's in a shorter time frame, but basically when you're doing the reps, if you're doing them too frequently without rest, you burn out. That's exactly the same way as you would burn out in your day-to-day life. I try to sleep 7 hours minimum. I'm not trying to win only today. I'm trying to win in the next 5 years, in the next 7 years, in the next 20 years. So I have to avoid burning out at all costs. Now let me show you what a real day of mine looks like. Weekly system. Let me zoom in a bit. Weekly system, dominate at 16. On Mondays I wake up at 5:45 and until 6:30 I have my morning routine. At 6:45 I begin my commute until 7:20 when I have to arrive at school. I listen to a podcast or a mindset audio or just random music. Then I'm at school, then I'm at the gym, that's quite obvious. Then I'll go home, I'll get home at around 5 p.m. As you can see, it takes a lot of time for me to get home. Yep, and here I also listen to music, but I also listen to podcasts. From 5 to 6:30 I have a deep work, which means client work, outreach, and business related stuff. After that I have my dinner, and it's really important to work before you have your food, because digestion takes blood away from your brain. Then I have light work and chill for the rest of the day. Then I wind down and at 9:30 I go to bed. And also planning is quite important because planning the next day. So for example Tuesday. Because on Tuesday I wake up at 5, not 5:45. So if anyone wants to see, this is my day-to-day thing. I have a weekly tracker. I just created this yesterday, this whole thing, so I haven't started systems and templates because I have, for example, Sunday reset, or you can read it. That's it. It's quite simple and it's easy to work out, but it works, and it works really well. I'm not trying to be perfect every day. I'm just trying to improve. I'm building momentum. Because once you build momentum, you don't need motivation, you just keep going. And here's what I want to leave you with. You don't have to be smarter than everyone. You just need to be more consistent, much more consistent. 1 hour of deep work per day will make you unstoppable over time. You just need to take action. You need to stop overthinking. You need to stop procrastinating. So if this helped you in any way, consider subscribing, and don't forget my my offer. Let's get to work. Have a nice one.